Alright guys, let's install these new headlights on my Camry here. So pretty much all we're going to be doing is installing these headlights. I got sponsored by them, so I'm going to make a promotional video. But first, to do them justice, I need to buff these headlights. These headlights have been, I don't think, ever buffed. They're just disgusting. The car just hit 350,000 miles. Let's clean them. Here, this is just some WD-40. I was giving it a shot. I just masked tape around it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I used to do this actually when I worked at Honda, but we used actual professional buffing stuff. Well, I'm like, screw it, I'll try WD-40, and long story short, it didn't really work. However, I do advise on putting tape around your headlights when doing this because it protects the paint, even though I did nick my paint in a couple spots. Here, I sprayed it off and I found out, wow, just spraying WD-40 actually does wonders. And it kind of restored the headlight just like that, but obviously it's not permanent. But you can just see left and right there. So hey, if you got to sell a car quickly, just spray some WD-40 on the headlights. Anyways, it didn't work, and I actually scarred up my headlights. So next day, got some actual real stuff right here. Got some Mother's New lens. Comes with buffing compounds and the drill bit that actually hooks up to the drill. So that was pretty nice. Got it right here. Just got that buffing brush on there. And then here you'll see me just buffing it on up. The strategy on the left light here, I was kind of learning as I went, so I did better on the right headlight. But here I am, just applying it. Now is when we actually get to resurfacing it. So here's some 800 grit. 800 grit, you go in 3 stages here. And I could have did a better job too applying it here. I'm just kind of going in circles. Anyways, here's the 1500 grit. This is when you start to see a little bit of a difference. It's starting to clean up a little bit, but it didn't make a significant difference until I went to the 3000 grit. My phone actually overheated in the sun, so I didn't get that on camera, me doing it. But this is how it turned out, and I went back later and redid it, and it made it more clear. But anyways, here's me cleaning all the stuff off of it because I didn't really trust the polish and that Mother's stuff. Not saying it's bad, I just wanted to apply my own layer of polish. So I did that with some turtle wax stuff at the end there. And I didn't get it on camera applying that, but I did apply it, and it turned out pretty good. I could have did better, but these lights, they blew this out of the water. There we are right there. New. This is when I did both sides, and I did a way better job on the driver's side, and I went back and I cleaned up my imperfections. Anyways, here's me at night now. I had to wait for night to fall to give these a proper test. So this is the headlights after they've been buffed and resurfaced, and they made a world of difference, and I love them. However, obviously we're going to upgrade to the AUXITO ones that we were given as a sponsored promo, and I'm honestly pretty excited. I've actually never been a sponsor before or had a sponsor, so this is an awesome first for me. And I will say the quality of these are way better than I was imagining they'd be. They're all aluminum housings. Obviously they're just plug and play 12 volt. They're perfectly compatible with my car. I didn't have to change any relays or anything. And they even have a cute little cooling fan on them, which are pretty cool. And they're actually pretty silent as well. I put them in the car. They're a very simple install. Obviously this is going to vary per vehicle, and this car does have reflective housings, so they might not be as good as one with the projective housing, but it's still pretty good. Obviously it'll just make your reflective housings a lot more bright, and I know some people don't like that look. Me, I personally don't really care, and I'm very happy and satisfied with it. But yeah, easy plug and play. It felt really solid. I was a little worried about it being in a hot engine bay and it's sticking out like that, but man, it's built like a tank. Anyways, here's me turning them on, and they blinded me. It was reflecting off the chrome on the coronet, and I was like, wow, these are even brighter than I anticipated. There they are. There's a little cooling fan spinning right there, going away. Again, really silent. I was pretty surprised with it. Then I went over to the car here, and I'm like, well, I'm going to flash the high beams, see if that affects them at all. They're just about as high as the high beams, so I might be getting people flashing me on the road here, but oh well. Where I live in the country, I'm going to need these bright lights because there are deer everywhere. And here they are at night. And the comparison is just night and day difference, pun not intended. And there's me playing with the high beams too, but honestly, the quality on these, really good. And another thing I was worried about is it even going to look good on my car? I mean, I just really don't like that white color, but man, it just looked good on the Camry. And I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna drive around the homestead a little bit here and just kind of feel it out, see what I could see. And they did great driving through the woods. And they're also really good for checking chickens too. I don't know what the chickens thought about it. The baby chicks are like, mm-hmm. And the mama birds are like, mm-hmm. And then the rooster was like, mm-hmm. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. No, it's a little bit different. I usually don't do paid promotions, but I'm honestly really satisfied at this. So drop promo code DIRT below to get 10% off. And I appreciate you guys watching the video, and you guys have a great one. But dang, those look good. All right, adios.